Hello, everyone. This is Mary Hafey, President and CEO at the Arc of Opportunity with our October e-newsletter. Let me start, as we always do, for our folks who are visually impaired or maybe driving while listening to this. I am a light-skinned 71-year-old woman with silvery hair. I'm wearing blue, an array of blue today. And also, we want to acknowledge we are on the unceded lands of the Nipmuc people of the Nashaway tribe, who stewarded these lands long before any of us listening to this were here and continue to steward the land today. So I have a few things to talk to you about. It's a jam-packed newsletter, as always. There's two really great stories that I hope you will read. They're heartwarming and they're typical of what we do here at the Arc. So first of all is a plea, and the plea is our annual auction is coming up on October 17th. So it's really a little more than 2 weeks away if you're listening to this right when I'm recording it. And we need you. We need you to show up, to buy tickets, to join in what is always an inspiring and fun evening when you have the chance to bid on some great auction items. So please, if you've never come before, or if you were saying, yeah, I'll buy tickets at the door, you give us a lot more comfort when you buy tickets in advance on the website. So if that is at all possible, please join us for that evening. Remember, it raises funds for family support and recreation, something that we don't get state or federal funding for. So success that night means a great year ahead for family support and recreation. The second is to let you know, and you'll see a link in here to the job description for the CEO position. Candidates are starting to apply, and we hope there are even more of them. This is a fantastic organization, and if you know somebody whose career is such that leading an organization like the Arc, they'd be just the right person, please pass this info on and encourage them to apply sooner than later. So that was the second one. And we've also included, there was an article in the Worcester Business Journal about my retirement, which, remember, isn't happening till close to next spring. But we're keeping you informed. The search committee is doing great work. Applicants are coming in, and the ball is rolling. So kind of exciting. The other is I want to impress upon you that we do need your stories. Home and community-based supports, the federal funding we receive, is seriously at risk. It won't be this year, most likely, but it is going to happen. And what our legislators are asking is that you tell your story. How does having access to our day programs or our residential programs or our family support help your family? What are you able to do because your loved one with a disability, if you are a family member, is actively involved in our programs? And what impact it might have on your life if those things are reduced or go away? So our advocacy together is what matters. And there is a link so you can tell your story, and we can use that to advocate, to educate. For one thing, there are people who don't know what the Arc really does and why people need supports from us, and why is it lifelong? You and I know the answers to those questions, but we need to educate the general public and give our legislators some stories that they can use to emphasize the point. I have a little bit of good news. We're worried about Medicaid, but I learned yesterday that 83% of Americans support Medicaid. They see it as a vital program. They may not understand how it ties into the supports that we provide, but overall, on a bipartisan basis, 83% of our country supports Medicaid. Good news. And we need to keep the stories and the pressure on so that as the legislative process continues, Medicaid will not experience severe cuts. Okay? And I think that's it for me. I wish you well. I am begging you in some ways, please come to the auction. It's a fantastic night. October 7th, Great Wolf Lodge. There'll be a link in here so you can order tickets in advance. You'll miss out on a great night if you don't come. Anyway, I think that's it for me today. And go forth and tell the story of why people with disabilities need lifelong supports and the impact it has on your life and the life of your loved one. Be well, my friends. Take care.